Good afternoon. It's Boxing Day 2024 and here we are still at Loxley Shopping Centre in Southampton for the Lox Heath Classic Car Club's annual Boxing Day gathering. This is part 2. I do apologise in advance if I fall over, if I get things wrong, if I get interrupted by things. It's just the way that it goes on this channel. So we've got this nice Porsche 356 replica here. Don't know exactly sort of what year this is. Could be a real one actually, to be honest. Could be a real one. So I'm so used to seeing replicas of these that when I see a real one, it's a bit of a surprise. Excellent. But we've got this extremely nice 1974 to 75 Escort Mark 1 1300E. Very late Mark 1. Mark 2 came out in 75. This is beautiful condition. Absolutely beautiful. I don't know if every detail's correct on this, but this was the top of the range normal Escort as opposed to the sporty ones. And that is in fantastic condition. Look at that. It's even shining on camera as in real life. Then a Fiat 500. This has the doors that open all the way around. I think they changed those around 66. This will be a 67, 68 perhaps. I still don't want to drive one of those vehicles because crash gearboxes and all-round drum brakes with no servo don't get on with me very well. Then a Series 1 Jaguar E-Type 3.8 Roadster. I don't think this is a flat floor one. I think those have external bonnet releases, so it's probably not one of those. But apart from that, it is. That's rather nice. Then we've got an MG TD, I think, here. TFs are a bit different to the TCs. This will probably be the 1250 X-Pag engine, won't it? This 1250 X-Pag. Just a little thing on the bottom of the grille there to keep it warmer in the winter.
Why are they so tall?
Then we've got MG CGT, second MGC we've actually seen today. We saw another one somewhere over there, I think. Again, that looks in fabulous condition. The wheels on there are non-standard, but they look quite good on that actually. And then the Bugatti. I don't know if this is a real one. It could be actually. It could well be a real Bugatti. Look at that. It's probably from the 20s, isn't it? Wow. Absolutely extraordinary.
What's your plan now?
You wanted more views, and here is more. First generation Boxster. This is probably just like a 2.5 or something. It's got the fried egg headlamps, and also that's the Tiptronic model. I think everyone just bought one of these actually. Maybe I should ask someone how to go in it. We have this 59 Zeta. We saw this down at Wickham where things were even crazier than here. But it's something that he only said I can have a go on this, but I just keep thinking I'm going to die, so maybe not. Maybe we won't die, and just be careful. Before we look at that Vitara review, we're going to have to be careful about it. So what we'll do is have a look at this thing instead. Now, when I was down at Wickham, I saw this coming out. I didn't actually get a chance to look at it properly. It is a Trojan. It's from, I think, the mid-20s, so it's about 100 years old. And it is extraordinary. I wonder if those pedals actually do what you think they're going to do, or if they're kind of a different way around, because often on these older cars, that's what happens, the pedals are the wrong way around. 1 second, let me just do a bit of checking. Right, it's a 1995 Suzuki Vitara. 5-door. In the very, very early episodes of True Jacket Reviews, like the first couple, you see one of these in the background, because I used to own one. I owned it in 2018. It was in my MOT, so we had to be very careful about what we did with it. But yeah, I actually owned one of those. The reason most of those died was, well, rust. Like so many Japanese cars of the era. Talking of Japanese cars that are old, how about this? It's a lovely, lovely old Datsun. I might have to look up in a second exactly what model this is, because I can't remember. It looks like something that was used to be called a bluebird in some parts of the world, but I don't think it was called that. Maybe somebody could actually tell me rather than me have to look that up. But there we go, 6970, not UK spec, of course. Next to it is something I do know a bit more about. This is a 1990s, 1991 BMW 318 IS. It was one of the sportier sort of two-door E30s towards the end. That is quite nice, actually. This one's a little bit on the kind of worn side. There is a little bit of rust in its treating, but I do appreciate people bringing out cars to this event in all sorts of conditions like this, because it's a joy to see things like that. More E-Type action. This time it's a Series 2, 68, 69 on a G. I think these came out actually in 68, these Series 2s. One way you can tell them is by the rear lights. They're completely different from the Series 1 rear lights. Is it primrose yellow, this colour, anyway? My gosh, wow. 1973-74 BMW 2002 TII. Yes, with the Kugelfischer fuel injection. Marvellous. I've always wanted to go in a 2002, actually. These are the really expensive ones, these TIIs. But there we go. Extraordinary seats, aren't they? Really weird. And here's this Peugeot 205 GTI that was over at Wickham. It's one of the back roads. It's got a more prominent place here. Excellent. Yes, about 88 this one. Next we have this Triumph Dolomite 1500 HL, which is a sort of 76 or 7 R. This is just after the whole range of these cars have been rebadged as Dolomite. Before it was all sort of different names, 1500 TCs and Toledos and all kinds of things like that. But they unified the name in 76. HL was a bit more sort of luxury specification, although you didn't really get big fancy wheels you got on some of the more expensive Dolomites on this one. Then we have a very, very nice 2001-2 Jaguar XJ8 Executive with a beige leather interior and wood. Excellent viewers. I do like a nice beige leather interior. Very, very nice. Police car. Yes, I drove one of those recently, viewers. Yeah, there we are. Then we have this Caddy. I'm hoping this Caddy's a petrol one, viewers. So we'll just be careful about that, and then we can move on to this Ford. I don't remember what these are called now. But of course, the Stan Laurel, Oliver Hardy drivers, Mechanic Trucker Brothers, and Body and Paint by Stevie Wonder. Brilliant. Oh yes, this Audi 80s here again. Oh dear, I didn't notice that last time. That might need a new wing, viewers. I don't think you can go for an MOT like that, can you? Can you? Somebody let me know in the comment section below. I like it anyway. That's good. My gosh, there's so many things that are turning up today. There's another car park there as well. We've got to keep going. Right. 6970 MGB Roadster. Did we see it at Wickham? We probably did. And then another Morgan, a very late one. My gosh, a 68 reg one. There's that Caravelle we saw earlier. Will it say what Morgan this is on the back, or do we just have to guess? I don't know if it does and it doesn't. Nope, just got to guess. We'll just remain in ignorance then, viewers. In that case, that's probably the best idea. And then a Mini Mayfair from 1991, 1992. Mayfair's just things like rev counters in them and sort of a more luxurious interior. I've driven one of these, an 89 the one I drove. That Datsun's on the way out, there we go. Yeah, that's nice. It's quite standard looking, really. Wheels aren't standard, of course, but the rest of it's not too far from standard. Then another Jaguar F-Type, 64 plate, so 2014-15. Hudson 8. I don't think I've seen one of those before, actually, yes, to be honest. I don't think I have. Then MGF, Mark II MGF with the hard top.
You know me, you know my voice.
My gosh. Oh my gosh. Ooh, that looks quick. Front's full of radiator and fuel tanks. We've got a rear-ended Mini Clubman. Yeah, BAM, it's an old, I think a Volkswagen engine or something. Right, more E-Type action here, viewers. V12, so Series 3. I have driven one of these. You've got a nice beige leather interior as well. Chap who owns the Model T and other things here also owns one of these. It's a very late one, 74, 75 that one. But we've got a 1996 Mustang here. Superb. Yeah, well, it depends on your point of view, doesn't it, really? It's nice to see it. They're not actually that valuable, these. You can pick one up for a couple of grand sometimes. If you really want to. I don't recommend it, but you can. Oof, viewers. Now, something better from the 90s here. A 1992 to 1993 Peugeot 205 Gentry. The Gentry is possibly the best specification one of these they ever did. That is amazing. Automatic transmission, 1.9 engine, slightly different power output from the normal GTI. These were originally going to go to Japan, they never made it though, so they sold them over here. Lovely, lovely cars, Gentries. Right, I'll just skip that Daihatsu, then move on to this section over here. Yeah, look at this. Nice bay window. 73, 74. Let me not run over here, viewers, because that almost happened just then. Then we move on to this one. This is a water-cooled one on an E, so we'll be sort of 1987, 88, something like that. Very 1980s looking kind of stripes on that. I wonder if that's the original sort of colour scheme that it came in. There's another one here as well. Wow. The air cool engine replaced in 1983, so is that like a registration or something, or what? Who knows? What I do know is we have a couple of classic Fords here, including this 1.3 Escort from 1980. I wonder if it's still a 1.3 or if someone shoved something else in there. That steering wheel looks like it's been replaced as well with a Capri Freeter S wheel or something. Anyway, Mark II Fiesta. I've driven one of these for a long time actually. I drove one of these ages ago. All that mini motor type thing on its way out. Fiesta 1.1L. By this stage on these, you actually got the luxury dashboard in the slightly later Mark IIs. Also, someone's put a different steering wheel on there, along with the different wheels and things. Next we've got this Porsche. Now this might actually be a 912 as opposed to a 911. Let's have a look at it. It might be a 912. I don't know. Pass. Anyway, 66. So yeah, the mini moat thing's on the way out. We'll go over the side a second. And we've got a Fiat 124 Spider. 1979-80. By this stage, I think they weren't sold in this country in right-hand drive. They were only sold maybe in America and things. There we go, that's that mini moat type thing. Nice looking car, isn't it? This 44 Spider. Then Austin Cooper. Yeah. Wow. It's quite different from the first one we saw, which is in part 1, isn't it? A bit different. And then we've got MG Midget Round Arch. I think this is a Mark III. Beaver 1275cc version, this one. 72, 73. And then we actually got some more over here. This is one of the largest I've ever been to here. It might even be the largest I've been to here. 81, 82 on an X. I gather from speaking to the owner of this at some point, but actually this is the correct interior for the car. It's just an unusual combination that you might have chosen back in the day. But it is actually correct to the car, not a replacement one or anything. It's a 1.3L as opposed to 1.1L. Then an Austin 7, because why not? Why not just put an Austin 7 randomly in here? Extraordinary. From memory, this is a Ford Ranchero. Yeah, 72. I think I've seen one of these before here, but it might be a different one, I don't know. Such large things. You know, I did a pickup truck and the Americans I did a pickup truck are two totally different things, of course.
I don't know how long it took somebody to make it, but quite a while I would imagine.
Wow. Then Aston Martin here, just because, well, why not? Yep. 0007. Let's not get into any copyright trouble here, viewers. Then future generation Mustang 5 supercharged. Down here we have a GMC Sierra Classic. Look at that. Reminds you of the ones using the Fall Guy. Then an E30. It's not an M3 by the way, because M3s were not right-hand drive. It'd be quite a late one actually with that steering wheel, maybe like 91 or something. And then what is this? I'm not actually sure what this is. Wow. It's amazing what you see at these events, just a whole variety of stuff from all sorts of places and years. Yeah, I've got no idea what this is at all. Then we've got this Mark 1 RAV4. This belongs to somebody you might know actually. We also bought the Austin A30 van. This is a 1997-1998. The biggest problem with these was the rust actually, which this car doesn't have. It doesn't have any, which is amazing. It's even got Toyota GB fleet plates on it. Amazing. Something else from the 1990s that has no rust on it is actually this Mazda 121. This is a 93. And it has an extraordinary front bumper. That is actually a dealer fit accessory for the car. I did drive this. I drove this earlier this year actually, and it was good. I enjoyed it. It's been a local car all its life. And it's actually owned by Jim, who owns a Model T and loads of other cars, a Caravelle, that you've seen in part 1. It's still got the original Hilton Green Motors dealer plates on it from 1993 with the old Southampton area code from before 1995. 1989 Mercedes-Benz R107 SL. One of the very last actually, this, because the second shape came in. So not the second shape, the next shape came in the same year. And something I wasn't going to see at all, a free facelift from Renault 19. Local plate to the area, Portsmouth plate, GTS X. This is a 1.4 or something. Maybe the other side will tell me. I think I've seen this before actually, this particular car. It's not a 16 valve, that's no, it's not a 16 valve. That was a different car really to this. Don't say. Salisbury welded on that. We've got nice high spec steering wheel in that as well. Yeah, that is quite a survivor car, isn't it? Goodness me, I wasn't expecting this. It's a 1964 Triumph 2000. I haven't seen this actually at this event before. Wow. Yeah, pre-facelift. The facelifted ones of these actually had sort of different bumpers and things. That's the sort of thing I'd like to try very much to use this sort of car. They're very nice, these. With overdrive, of course. And then an RX-8 because why not? I drove one of those many years ago. Many years ago now. 2021 I think it was. Then a Ferrari 360. And apparently a V6 engine and a Unos. Maybe it's a Rocketeer conversion in it or something. Right, I think we've got some other cars over there, and then we've got a final bit to do, so we'll keep going. Must be some kind of JDM action going on here, viewers. An NC MX-5 Icon 2007-8. A Hawkeye, second generation Subaru Impreza STI 2006-7. That is in rather special condition, isn't it? That is beautiful. Really good. Then a Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 5, 2000 and, no sorry not 2000 at all, 97-98 on an R, complete with a rear wiper on a saloon. I don't know how expensive this is nowadays, but I imagine it's quite a lot of money. Be an awful lot of money. Then a Skyline R34, again with some rear wiper action. But an Integra Type R, we saw one of these actually earlier on today, didn't we? Another one of these. This one's had quite a large wing fitted to it. would have been imported like the other one. I never sold these over here officially. I don't know if I'm very keen on that sort of carbon fibre bonnet thing, but I'm sure some of you like it, don't you? Then we have a little Boxster here. It's very different looking, isn't it, from the original ones? We've seen one of those today, haven't we? I like the colour. That colour is quite nice. Oh, I almost missed the Allegro Keep viewers. I almost missed it, but not quite. The Allegro Keep. Oh, wow. Excellent. Just caught that. Right, because we're getting into the final section here now. We might have to go back and look at another couple of cars that have arrived. We're in the final section now, which is this car park here. This 64 Ford F100 custom cab sounds nice, doesn't it? I mean, some of you will prefer this Mark II Fiesta, because I know what you're like, but you know, we appreciate both of them. This has got the poverty dash in it, as opposed to the other Mark II we saw just earlier. This will be like a Popular Plus. It's something, oh yes, 1.1 Popular Plus, complete with actual rear wiper. Wonderful. I remember these wheel trims. I don't mean wheel trims anyway, but there's hubcap, the literal hubcaps on these from when I was a lot younger, when things like this were very common. Right, let's try to turn around. Let's get out of the way, viewers. Oh, as I do, look at this, a Lotus Carlton just parked up casually here. Isn't that fantastic? Be about 92, 93 these cars were popular. And then Survivor thing, a Mark II Polo. Quite late pre-facelift, 8990 on a G. From Pools of Fareham. These cars have really bad brakes in them. They're not servo assisted on right-hand drive ones. That only happened with the facelift cars in 1990. So this is a match model. Imagine that's probably a 1.3. They're quite heavy on the steering as well. They're not the easiest things to drive with the bad brakes and heavy steering. They're quite cramped as well, but nevertheless, some people really like those. So this is actually a Mark III Mini. It's been made to look older than it is with these exposed hinges, which actually don't need them on the doors, but they're there. This will be an early 70s Mini, but the rear lights have been converted and things like that as well. Then the Vauxhall V-Locks, the E-Type V-Locks we saw over at Wickham. A bit neater sort of around here. Then this huge big sort of international truck thing next to this big Chevy thing here. I don't know what you could call that. That actually lives in Eastleigh as well. I've seen that before. Then we got this Plymouth, 66 Plymouth, which yeah, looks interesting. They're not modelled like this pretty honest with you, I've no idea. Right, the Elvis is here as well, but we'll skip on a bit and we'll go down here. There we go, we've got some more delights in this section as well. Little tiny Austin 7 Ruby, that'll be from the late 30s. Then, so look at the dash. I think this is an early Series 3. Yes it is, it's got the dash up there, so it's a Series 3. It'll be in 1971 in any case. It's in very nice condition actually, this. It's all been sort of redone, hasn't it? Still got the sliding windows and things in here. Still got lots of gear levers, but you've got to be quite careful. You pull the right one unless you want an accident to happen. And then there's this lovely Metro GTA, which has the over 100 wheels on it. Considering how many of these rusted away, this one is in superb condition. The little 1.4K series, I think it was the 95 horsepower version that was in this. I could be wrong. There was also a lower powered 75 brake horsepower version. Then we have this Mini Special. I'm trying to work out what year this is from actually. I can't quite work that out. A lot more sort of luxurious than most of the Minis I've ever seen. Probably from the early 80s, mid late 70s. And then a Morgan Aero 8, which still has the very controversial looks in it. Right, viewers, found a couple of other things in here. We found this Mustang with extraordinary wheel trims from 1966. I don't think I've seen those before in a while, Mustang. And then we found this Honda Civic Coupe. This is. There's not a CRX, a Civic Coupe. Derek Warwick Motor Group was big dealership in this area back in the day. It would have been originally from there though, because this actually is an Essex plate, so maybe sold second hand with Derek Warwick. There we go. 1.5 automatic, I should think, about 95, 96. So you've got this Peugeot here. I don't know what model this is actually. This is a 203 or something. Maybe somebody in the comment below can tell me, but I think that's what it is. Yeah, 203. I've never seen one of those before. It's not this sort of big version like this. I don't even know what it's called. Then we've got this sort of hot rod type thing. I wonder what engine's in that. And then this absolutely delightful 1992 Vauxhall Cavalier Mark III GSI 2000, which is in superb condition. I spoke to the owner of this before actually, and it's really rather nice, isn't it? Anyway, that's it for part 2, and indeed today's excitement. Thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video in the comment below, and we shall see you again very soon for some more incorrect information.